better place somewhere full of love and grace. I dream of fields with a cool ocean breeze, a home for my own family. When I got my wish, I pinched myself to make sure this home was real. They sent for a boy, but then I was a girl. My dreaming had just let me down again. If I came as a queen with long ebony hair, then maybe they'd feel I was worth it for them. I'm a good worker in spite of my talking. I've longed to belong here for all of my life. Don't send me away without seeing what I see. Everything I touch is full of delights. I'll do my best to not let you down. I can imagine a world full of joy. Just give me your hand and I'll teach you to hope. You'll find that I've something worthwhile. Just let me stay here and I'll love you forever. I promise a life full of smiles.
Yeah! The rules are simple. First, we meet at 10 o'clock tomorrow at Dawson's Field. Second, I will give the signal and the hunt for the golden crown will begin. Third, whoever finds it will be crowned this year's king or queen.
Oh, okay, that's great. You hid the golden crown in the woods, didn't you?
I'll never tell.
The crown isn't really gold, is it?
No one knows. It's golden and very old.
But remember, the most important rule of all, the hunt for the golden crown is a secret and must never be revealed to anyone not in the group.
Nobody else?
Nobody else.
It's our secret.
Does that mean we can't tell a grown-up?
Especially grown-ups. It's our secret.
I'm going to find it. I'm going to be king!
No, you're not. This year, I'm going to find the crown. Queen Felicity will never hear the end of it.
Don't worry. Now that I know all the rules, I intend to find the crown and be queen. And no one is going to stop me.
Victoria Appleby.
Here, Miss King.
Lloyd Archer.
Here, Miss King.
Diana Barry. Diana Barry?
Diana, are you sure?
Diana. Anne, would you stand up, please? I can see that this is going to be a difficult day. Class has only just begun and already you girls have managed to break 2 rules.
2 rules? But we were just whispering, Miss King.
Yes, and because you broke the rule about not talking in class, you weren't paying attention. So Diana broke another rule. Can anyone enlighten her?
Diana didn't say, here, Miss King, when you called attendance.
But we all knew she was here.
Yeah, we could hear them whispering. I mean, we could tell they were here.
You're supposed to raise your hand when you have something to say.
Oh, sorry. Oops. Sorry.
Thank you, Felix. Diana, perhaps you can tell the class why we have rules.
To help us learn, Miss King?
Exactly. You may sit.
Do we really need rules to learn, Miss King? Shouldn't we learn because we want to?
But rules allow everyone to learn. If someone's talking in class, she might miss something important. And every enterprise you enter into has its own set of rules. Take grammar. Anne, please give us an example of a rule of grammar.
I before E, except after C.
Good. Felix, how about music? Can you think of a music rule?
Oh, I know! The scale is always in the same order. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. la, ti, and then do again.
That's correct.
But those are important rules, Miss King. If I were a rule, I wouldn't want to be a paltry rule about not talking. I'd want to be a very grand rule that advances learning or inspires the imagination.
Well, let's see if rules can inspire this class's imagination. Your assignment for the weekend is to write an essay entitled Rules.
How many words does it have to be, Miss King?
That's up to you.
What?
I don't understand. Do you want the essay to explain the rules, or do you want our opinions about
Do you want us to list all the rules for grammar?
Do you want...
Those questions are for you to answer. All I will say is that I expect the completed essays on my desk first thing Monday morning.
All this because we whispered? I don't know what to write. I mean, rules are just there. What's to say about them? I'm going to say that most rules are ridiculous and restrictive, and they don't help people to learn. You're not. Well, suppose there was a rule that you couldn't sit under an apple tree. How would Newton have discovered gravity? If I were a teacher, there would be no rules at all. Ouch! What's going on?
The farmers are burning tomorrow. We have to stay away from this whole area. And that includes Dawson's Field.
But what about the hunt for the Golden Crown?
We'll have to cancel it.
No, we won't. They're burning the fields. We're gonna be in the woods. We'll be perfectly safe.
But we've been told to stay away.
Even if we're not near the fires, there'll be lots of smoke.
Smoke never hurt anyone. That's not true. Smoke can be very dangerous.
But we'll be in the woods. We won't be that close to the smoke.
I don't care. I won't be there, and neither will Felix.
Oh, come on, Felicity.
Felix, this is a rule, and we're going to obey it.
Then you'll have to miss out. I'm the king, and I make my own rules. The hunt for the Golden Crown goes on as planned.
Hooray! Oh, I'm at a loss. A veritable loss. It's as if my mind has been drained of all creativity.
Staring at a blank page isn't going to make the words appear.
It isn't fair. Miss King didn't give us any guidelines. How am I supposed to know what she wants us to say about rules?
Maybe she wants your opinion. You certainly have plenty of those.
That's how I began. I explained with the utmost tact that most rules are useless and only get in the way of genius and inspiration.
Well, that's certainly an opinion.
But it only took one paragraph. She should have told us how much she wanted us to write.
So you complain about rules in your essay and then complain to me she didn't give you any.
Do you think she didn't give us any rules on purpose?
Very likely. Perhaps Hetty wants you to discover things for yourself. In my opinion, that's the sign of a good teacher.
Oh, I suppose so. But it's a singular shame she's so interested in rules.
Well, I'm interested in your books being cleared away, the table set, and Matthew being called in for dinner. Unless you think setting the table before dinner is one of those useless rules.
Of course not, Marilla. I would never willfully ignore your rules, no matter how much they contribute to the destruction of my independent spirit and good nature.
Good. I think.
You haven't written very much. I haven't time for a conversation with you now. I must get Matthew from the barn. He is going to be vastly disappointed in you. Vastly disappointed about what? That you're going to break a rule? What rule? About going to Dawson's Field tomorrow. He won't find out. The hunt for the Golden Crown is a secret. We're not allowed to tell anyone. That sounds like a rule to me. So what if it is? The warning to stay away is a rule too. You can't obey them both. Which one are you going to break? I don't know. I have to think about it. Matthew! Matthew!
What do you think?
I think our scarecrow looks an awful lot like Mrs. Lynde.
Really? Oh, my goodness, those crows won't stand a chance.
Matthew, do you think all rules should be obeyed?
And if possible, rules aren't made without reasons.
But suppose there were two rules that were in conflict. Then what do you do?
Not sure. Pick the most important one, I guess. You care to tell me what these rules are about?
I'm not allowed to. It's a secret.
It's hard to help you if you don't tell me.
Oh, Matthew, it's just a silly kid's thing.
It's funny how kids complain about all the rules adults make and then go make up a bunch for themselves.
But we make sensible rules.
Well, let's not be late. In this family, eating dinner on time is one of Marilla's most important rules.
Everywhere I look, there's a rule. No dinner for you. You're already stuffed. You're going on the hunt for the golden crown, aren't you? I'm not sure it's any of your business. I knew you would. And why not? The hunt for the golden crown is not near the fires. I see no reason to spoil our fun just to obey a silly rule that's utterly unreasonable. All right, if you say so. Nothing will happen. Except I'm going to find the crown and be queen. I'll be back this afternoon.
Don't be too late. Matthew's helping with the burn. He'll be in the fields all day, so there'll be extra chores for you to do. Did you finish your essay?
Oh, yes. I finished by saying that some rules are good, but most are bad, especially rules that are made for children.
I hope you're not expecting Hetty to give you high marks for those pearls of wisdom.
I'm only speaking my mind. You can't give someone a bad mark for that. I don't see why I shouldn't get a high mark for speaking my mind, as long as it's written neatly and without spelling errors. It's not my fault that school would be even better if there were no rules at all.
No rules at all?
Hello, Dryad. What are you doing up there?
Listening to you. And as hard as I try, I can't imagine a school with no rules at all.
Then you should work on your imagination. If I were a teacher...
If you were a teacher? Wonderful! Then a teacher you shall be! That's much better.
You want me to be a teacher?
Why not? You'd make a wonderful teacher. All those ideas, an excellent communicator, you were born to it. A splendid opportunity awaits. Listen, it's a class of young spirits in need of a teacher to take them on a field trip.
I'll do it. I'll be a teacher. Oh, no.
Will learning help us to grow? No, all we need is good soil, strong sunlight, and a few drops of rain.
Yeah, get off me, Spud. Hush, mush.
Oh, Carrot Top, that's so beautiful.
It's a load of root rot. If we can't learn, how can we ripen?
Whoa!
You want me to teach these...
Botanical spirits. They might be a wee bit unruly, but you're a teacher now. You can handle it. Here's the register. At the other end of this log, you will find a path that leads to the Cave of Bubbling Water.
The Cave of Bubbling Water?
A fascinating spirit phenomenon. Spirits come from all over existence to see it.
See what?
Everything you need to know is in this guidebook. There's a path that goes to Acorn Hill. Whatever you do, don't let anyone step off the path. It's not safe. Good luck!
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning!
It's a human! No one peels me.
She does have exquisite hair.
My name is Anne, and I am your teacher.
Uh-oh, now she's gonna list the rules.
You're wrong. I don't believe in rules.
No rules? Are you absolutely sure you're a teacher?
Who cares? She said no rules. Hear that, Mush? No rules.
And I mean it. You needn't raise your hand when you want to speak, and I'm not even going to take attendance.
Hey, how will I know who I am?
You're Potato. And as soon as you get off the mushroom, we'll go on our field trip.
Spud. They call me Spud. That's my name.
Which you would have known had you called attendance.
Yes, that's true, but wouldn't it be far more interesting if you introduced yourself like Spud did?
I'm Mush, and I'm a mushroom. Although I feel like a squash.
Oh, stop whining, fungus face.
My name's Teardrop. And I'm an onion.
Carrot Top is a carrot, and I'm a pea pod. My name is...
Pea pod.
Exactly. I don't need another name. I'm very comfortable with who I am.
Good. Thank you for sharing that information. Once we are in the cave, there is one rule we must follow for our own safety. It's the only rule that you will ever hear coming from my mouth.
Hey, Carrot Top, what do you think of this teacher? I don't know, she seems...
And that rule is to stay on the path at all times.
Do we have to walk together?
File.
What? Slow down. One at a time.
Do we have to stay together?
And walk in single file?
Do we have to keep quiet in line?
I'm not interested in making rules, just so long as you stay on the path. Let's go. Whew, that went well. Finger grass. Hello. Must be a dogwood plant. Down, boy, down. Umbrella flowers. I fail to see why they call you umbrella flowers. Aha. Whoa, careful! Spud, Mush, come back here! The path is too narrow. You shouldn't run.
Is that a rule? Sounds like a rule to me.
What would happen if you tripped and fell in?
We'd be cooked.
Maybe we should walk.
There, you see? If one behaves sensibly, one doesn't need to make up rules.
That doesn't look like walking to me.
How come teachers don't have to follow the rules?
I don't know. Come on. Whoa!
Let's walk.
Aw, this isn't much fun.
No, but it's safe.
What happened?
They left the
path. Lily doesn't like us.
Wait, I can't understand if you all speak at once. Teardrop?
Oh, it was terrible, miss. They left the path to look at that lily. The flower was down on the ground like it was supposed to be. But Carrot Top tossed a pebble right into the lily's center. That's when it started to grow and grow and grow. Oh, now they're way up there.
You were supposed to stay on the path.
Nobody told us that.
I did tell you, but you were too busy whispering to each other to hear me.
That's not our fault. You should have had a no-talking rule.
Then we wouldn't be trapped.
Uh-oh, Teapot's upset. I think she's gonna split. Split?
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. I owe you an apology. I'm the teacher, and it was my job to make sure everyone heard my warning.
Over here! We found Acorn Hill! We're coming!
Walk! Don't run.
I've never seen anything like this.
Spud! Mush! Where are you?
We're up here!
I told you not to leave the path. Come down at once.
No rules! No rules! No rules! No rules!
I said come down!
No rules! 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 No rules!
Look out! Spud! Carrot Top! Where are you? Peapod? Can you hear me? Where are you?
Over here.
Diana? What's all this smoke?
Are you all right, Anne?
I'm fine.
The others are over here.
You're late. Lucky we waited. Now let's get started.
We can't. It's too dangerous. That's why the grown-ups made the rule. We'll have to have the hunt another day.
I make my own rules. The hunt is going on.
They wouldn't have made the rule if it weren't for our safety.
If you're scared, you don't have to join in. You can go home.
Look at all this smoke. You can hardly see. Someone could get lost or hurt.
I think Anne's right. We can have the hunt next weekend.
Fine, if that's what you all want.
Felix? Where are you? Where's Felix? Is he here? He left me a note saying he was going to find the crown.
We haven't seen him.
Oh, no. He probably thought he was late and went straight into the woods.
Don't worry. I'll go find him. He can't have gone far.
No, you mustn't put yourself in danger. We have to tell a grown-up.
Huh?
We'll go to where they're burning. Matthew will organize a search party.
Hello? Anybody there?
But what were you doing there in the first place?
Well, we...
Please, Matthew, we can't tell you that.
It was my fault. We should have stayed away.
Do you think Felix is all right?
I'm sure he's fine. Don't worry, we'll find him. Felix! Felix!
Over here! Ew, you smell like smoke.
Am I okay, Matthew?
We'll have the doctor check you out. It looks like the worst you'll suffer is the taste of smoke for a few days.
I was really scared. Thank you.
We're in a lot of trouble, aren't we?
You know what you did wrong. You should have heeded the warning about not going into the woods. But you did right in coming to get us. It's smart to talk to a grown-up when you think there might be danger involved. So let's just say you've learned a good lesson.
Thank you, Mr. Cuthbert.
Look what I found while I was searching. I thought you might need it.
You know about the hunt?
The hunt's been around for a long time, remember? Who do you think made the rule about not telling grown-ups?
I have reached the very definite conclusion that life is often quite confusing. All of us have discovered a lot about rules in the past few days.
We've discovered that some rules protect you from danger. Other rules help us live together.
And make sure that everyone is treated fairly.
I was surprised to discover that there were so many rules, and that every rule has a reason.
There are so many rules that it might be hard to obey them all, but from this moment on, I am determined to break as few of them as possible. Thank you.
Yay!
Girls,